Another very busy week for Hot Toys. So in this video, we're going to take a look at this exclusive, and this figure. Let's get started. Hi everyone and welcome to 1/6 Figure Focus, and in this short video we're going to take a quick look at this Imperial Commando, ObiWan Kenobi in Mandalorian armor, and Darth Sidious. Okay, so let's get prices out of the way first of all. So the first one here, the Imperial Commando, that went up on Sideshow yesterday. It is limited. Let's just check how many. I think it's 2,000 or 2,500. These are the blogger images. One second, I gotta go back down to the initial release images, which are just before. So this is out now. 2,500 pieces. Okay, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna look at these. So 2,500 pieces. So it is limited, and it's, as you can see here in Sideshow, it's gone to waitlist. It's $255, and this is out now, so I don't actually need to click into that. Okay, so let's just, yeah, let's have a look. So this is from the Bad Batch. Now, as far as I know, like, as you know, look, you've been following the channel, you know that I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I'm in the 501st, and I have a Shepard Studios TK Stormtrooper from A New Hope. So, the 501st, obviously, they're a group of Star Wars fans all over the world. It's a charity organization, so they show up at, you know, Comic-Cons, Star Wars Celebration, you know, children's hospitals, that kind of stuff. Like, so look, the group of Star Wars fans, like-minded fans, get together, they get to put on their favorite armors and raise a bit of money for charity and all that kind of stuff. One of the 501st Irish Garrison members, a guy called Damien, has an Imperial Commando. Now, it's not the same color as this, but it's you know, he's got like different battle damage and different coloring and stuff like this on it, because I understand there's different versions of this. It looks incredible though. He 3D printed it, he primed it, he painted it, all that stuff himself. Very impressive. Anyway, so this is an Imperial Commando. I'm a trooper collector, but I haven't watched the Bad Batch. I'm not collecting the Bad Batch, but this is really tempting, even though it has gone to waitlist. I gotta say, this is one of those ones which I think looks really cool. I pass on a lot of the things that I like, a lot of things that I think look cool to get the things that I love, but I've got no connection to this. It does look really cool though, I gotta say. I really like the design. Let's flick through this. So this is 200 and sorry, I want to make sure I have these prices for you. 255. Okay, not the end of the world, just to put that into perspective. The Stormtrooper behind me is the MMS 514. That's the one that was just recently re-released, but I unfortunately got the one without the light up Death Star base, and it was just a little kind of a regret I had. I should have gone for the light up base, so I'm going to sell this one. I picked up two of the MMS 736. That's the straight reissue, but they didn't do a version with they didn't do two versions. They just did the version with the light up Death Star base. The same figure, they just rebranded it Stormtrooper with light up Death Star diorama or something like that. So I've got two of them with the dioramas. I'm going to sell this. Now, that was the one with the diorama was $243 on initial release, but the recent straight reissue was $240. Just to give you an idea of price wise. This is $255. That's not the end of the world. Brand new trooper, something we haven't, I was about to say something we haven't seen before, but we kind of have. I think this armor is very similar to Hunter from the Bad Batch. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. I gotta say that the more I see this, the more I like it. Just one of those ones that I have to pass on. It would look good next to all these troopers next to me. Who knows? Maybe I see it in a deal in the future and pick it up, but then again, it's limited to 2,000, so probably not. I really like a lot about this. I really like the blaster. I love the way the visor lights up blue, and actually Damien, the guy in the 501st, his visor, you can't even see his eyes, it lights up blue. I don't know how he did it. It looks incredible. I don't know how he sees out, but it looks incredible. I think the Stormtrooper commanders are supposed to be beefier. Could be wrong on that, because this is branded Bad Batch, but I think the first time this appeared on the screen was actually from a computer game, possibly Battlefront. Let me know if you're a gamer. I'm not, but yeah, this isn't like the Bad Batch wasn't this the first time we saw this. This was it showed up before in a computer game, I believe. But I like the backpack. I really like the helmet and that light up blue visor. Presume that lights up by LED or something like that. I love the blaster, bit of weathering as well on the shoulder pads. And this is exclusive, like I said. 2,000 units went on sale yesterday. They have a little detonator there as well. Yeah, I think this looks great, and it will look great in any clone display or troopers display. Let's see what it comes with. Light up function for the visor. You got a blaster, a few swap out hands, your very, very standard kind of, what would you call it, Imperial floor base. You know, you might have this on the Death Star or a Star Destroyer. You got a backpack which seems to open, and you have some sort of a detonator as well. So yeah, 255, 2000, waitlist on Sideshow. That was the first thing. So they're doing a heap of, they're basically, HotToys are doing nothing but Star Wars recently. All right, let's take another look. This one here, oh, I had no interest in the Clone Wars General Kenobi that was came out there about a week ago. I didn't think the sculpt was particularly good on the prototype, but I think there was a little enough of a downgrade to make it look weird from prototype to product. And yeah, it is. I'm not going to say anything new here. It is that part of the lip. It's a funny one because HotToys do make Clone Wars figures. Clone Wars is an animated show, but we know that they actually go for likeness of the actor or actress who played that particular character in live action. So they've based this obviously on Ewan McGregor. They based all the clones on Tamora Morrison. They based the Palpatine they did last year with the two lightsabers, the Clone Wars one, on Ian McDermott. They didn't base their Ahsoka on Rosario Dawson because Ahsoka was animated first, and by the time I think Rosario Dawson had made her live action appearance in The Mandalorian Season 2, I think the Ahsoka figure had already been announced, so they were basing it basically off the animated version. So it's weird anyway that these don't look animated, whereas Sideshow went and did an Anakin and an Obi-Wan based on the animated look from Clone Wars, and those figures by all accounts were terrible. So this here, like I said, the normal version, I think this is a good figure to do an exclusive of, because what's this limited to? Is this 2,500? Where's the number here? 2,000, okay. I think most people, if they want ObiWan Kenobi, they want the primary look, okay? For example, original trilogy, I have the primary look. That's ObiWan Kenobi there, Sir Alec Guinness. That's the end of my opinion on that. Well, not really. I'm gonna keep talking. If you're like a prequels fan or a Clone Wars fan, maybe the look you want is, you know, Padawan Obi-Wan from Episode 1. I still think that's going to happen. I hope that happens for the Episode 1 fans. Or maybe you want Revenge of the Sith. Or maybe you want the Kenobi based in the Kenobi show. Those ones I really have no interest in. But my point is that the primary version of, say, the original trilogy Obi-Wan is the one behind me. The primary version of Ewan McGregor is the Padawan from Episode 1. I really hope fans get that. They deserve it. Or the Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan. Even from the Clone Wars, the General Kenobi one, you know, Lipgate and stuff like that would have been like the go-to version if you're a diehard Clone Wars fan and you're happy enough that it's not animated, that it is based on Ewan McGregor. Maybe that's the one you want. This one here is for, it's like a niche within a niche within a niche. Like 1/6 scale collecting or HotToys collecting is a niche. Star Wars collectors within the 1/6 scale collecting community is a niche within a niche. Clone Wars is a niche within a niche within a niche. And this particular version of Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is not the primary one, and it's from Clone Wars, I believe, it's like a niche within a niche within a niche within a niche. I think there's a limited amount of people who actually really, really want this and are really, really excited about it. That's my point. So that's why it's probably a good thing to slap 2,000 on this and call it a day. I just think this is lazy. It's just, look, I've watched all 7 seasons of Clone Wars. Would I do it again? No. Would I watch some key episodes again? Yes. Was there some fantastic story arcs and fantastic episodes and action scenes in it? Yes. This was when he was like undercover or something like that. I remember there's a few episodes where he was in this armor. I don't think it was just one. From memory, I've only watched it once, but memory served me correct. There was a few episodes when he was in this armor. So this is just something I really don't have any interest in, and I'm pretty sure they've reused that head sculpt as well. It has the same kind of lip issue. Kind of looks like when Jim Carrey did the Grinch, his top lip. It's like, what do they call it? Who's or something like that? Whoville. I can see Ewan McGregor here. It's not the worst head sculpt I've ever seen, but there's something up with the mouth. That's what I'm saying. What is unique about this is obviously the red and grey. I like something very Bad Batch-esque about it. And I think it's, again, this would look good with a CCFL. So if you're a die-hard Kenobi fan, maybe this is Christmas for you. I did actually join the queue on this one. I was on Bargain Bin Bros with Marco16Fix and Eddie yesterday. And when this went live, I logged into Sideshow. I joined the queue. I got straight in. And I messaged Steve, Eva Sneaker, because I thought if there's one person who would be interested in this, would be him. He said he got sorted, so I immediately left it out of my cart for someone else to get. Okay, so I wasn't just going in for the sake of it. I was going in going, I will give this to someone or buy this for someone. They can pay me back if they're interested. But yeah, he'd already got it, so no one on the panel wanted it. Yeah, look, I'm going to move on from this. That's all I have to say about this. So wallet is safe on this one, although I really, really like this. Yeah, I really, really like this. Slippery slope. No interest in this. This here, don't collect prequels, so you know what my thoughts are on this. But this is something that Star Wars fans, 1/6 scale collectors and prequel fans alike have been crying out for. So I'm delighted that they've done this. It's going to make a lot of people very happy. So this is Darth Sidious, which is the same as the Emperor, or the same as Palpatine. Spoiler alert. I wonder if they're ever going to do a Palpatine, because I know that they've given us a Palpatine from the animated series Clone Wars, but this is actually based on Revenge of the Sith, I believe. They've given us a original trilogy Emperor. Now they've given us a prequel trilogy Darth Sidious. I wonder, will they give us like a live action, either Attack of the Clones or, you know, prequel trilogy live action Palpatine? Would make sense, wouldn't it? Okay, so you've got the round circular cog type display. You've got the electricity effects in the fingers. Not something, I don't know that they light up. I imagine that's a bit of Photoshop there. I have to read into that a bit, but yeah, I'd imagine it's just plastic. Really not a fan of those plastic bits, and that lightsaber is not going to look like that. It's going to look awful because it's a USB powered thing, and it just, they're not CCFL. CCFLs are great. They have a little Yoda there. Maybe they're going to do another. I think they've done an episode 2 Yoda. I know they've done a prequels Yoda, but I think it was episode 2, but maybe they're going to do another one. Maybe it was Revenge of the Sith. I can't remember. I think this looks good. Yeah. Looks very, very high def anyway. Not something I'd be interested in. What's it come with? Features, separate, rolling, eyeballs, functions. LED lightsaber powered by USB, which won't look anything like any of the photos I've shown you. Get yourself a CCFL. You got the electricity effects, the round cog base. I do actually like that base. You've got a bunch of swap out hands, some with electricity effects and some without. I think the articulation will be good in this. This is part of the Star Wars Dark Side line, so if you're at the event you can get a coin, or in Sideshow you can get a gold coin. And how much is this actually? This is $265. Yes, so the Imperial Commando was $255. ObiWan Kenobi is $265. And Darth Sidious was also $265. And I'm getting absolutely none of them. Wallet's safe again. I can focus my funds into paying off that 4-pack in-art Joker, or that Jazz Inc. 89 Batmobile. These are the times when the wallet is safe, you pay off your pre-orders, and you plan for the future. Folks, that is it. I am done. That is the end of this video. If you want to support the channel, please. And thank you if you're one of the 3,315, I think we're at, subscribers. Massive thank you. Really appreciate it. If you want to support the channel, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and yeah, follow me on Instagram and on X. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.